How mama gonna teach you how to save your money when she barely on the boat, got stay afloat money. Blacks always broke cause we don't know money. Spend it before we get it and can never hold money.
What is up, wealth babes? I am back with another video. I wish y'all could see my shirt. I'm too, like, the camera is too low. Or am I too low? Which one? I think I'm too low. Slow moment. But anyway, I am back with another video. This one is also about credit. I told you all that I'm doing a credit series. So if you haven't already, check out the last video. Basically, it's about what's a credit score, the basics of a credit score. But in today's video, we are going to talk about 4 terms that you need to know if you plan to get or already have a credit card. So before we jump into the video, don't forget to like this video, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and share. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. First term is credit limit, and this is the amount that you can have up on your card at a given point of time. So your credit limit will vary based on you as a person. You'll apply for your credit card, or if you already have your credit card, you know what your credit limit is. You should know what your credit limit is. The creditor will give you a number. Let's just say it was $25,000 on this one credit card, your credit limit. That's your credit limit, the amount that you can go up to. Some people have a credit limit of $5,000, some people have a credit limit of $2,500, some people have credit limit of $10,000, some people can have a credit limit of $25,000. Your credit limit depends on you as a person. You go to apply for that credit card, your creditor will tell you your credit limit. Now, all of these, all of your purchases, that includes your fees, that includes any of your purchases, your transactions, any finance charges, any cash advances, all of those things will meet your credit limit. If you go over this limit, so the max that you can have on your credit card, you may be charged a fee, and over the limit fee, and then in some cases, some creditors do increase your interest rate. So beware of the credit limit. Term number 2, the balance. Your balance. Your balance at any given time is the amount that you owe to the creditor to make any additional purchases. This includes, again, your purchases, your transaction fees, finance charges, cash advances, all of that. If you used it, this is your balance. This is the amount of money that you owe to the creditor. And you should pay it back before you increase the balance even more and before you hit your credit limit. So if you have a credit limit of $5,000 and you've swiped with transactions that amount to $2,500,000, how does that even make sense, Shay? $2,500, that means your balance is $2,500 and you have $2,500 more to spend before you hit the credit limit of $5,000. If the more you use, the higher your credit utilization. Term number 3 is APR, which is annual percentage rate. The APR is the interest rate that is applied to any amount that you carry past the grace period, and that's term number 4. But before we get into term number 4, let me finish APR. So if you carry your a balance past the grace period, you will be charged your interest rate. Your interest rate will be applied to your carried over balance. Now, do note that if you make cash advances, that's a whole nother ball game. I got with this. I didn't even know when I first got my credit card. I was like, why is there an interest charge on my card? And I couldn't understand it. But come to find out, I took some cash out of the bank to pay out of the ATM to pay off a tow truck because my car had got broken into. Whole nother story, I won't even go there, but nevertheless, I checked my statement and realized that I was charged an interest charge, and come to find out it was from the cash advance. So make sure you know that if you take cash out from a credit card, cash advance, that your interest rate will be charged automatically. And matter of fact, I might need to double back on that because I don't know if it's all credit cards, but if you have Navy Federal, beware. And I think most credit cards do this, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna check on that, and I might leave it in the comment section once I confirm. But anyway, also know that your interest rate can be different for different types of transactions on your credit card. So balance transfer, and on the same credit card too. So balance transfers, cash advances, and regular purchases may all have 3 different interest rates. It's also important to know that if you pay off your balance previous to the grace period, you won't be charged, and this is on just those regular purchases, because like I said, if you get a cash advance, if you take money out from your credit card, then the interest is applied automatically, and more than likely the interest is higher than your interest would be for a regular purchase. So if you don't carry a balance past the grace period on your regular purchases, you won't be charged any interest. Stay away from being charged interest. Try to pay off everything. Try not to ever use cash advances because you want to stay away from interest. If you need to take money out of the bank, take it from your debit, take it from somewhere else, take it from something that is not going to be charging you interest, because honey, you don't want that interest. All right, so also interest is a lot because it's just a lot. Anyway, there are variable interest rates and there are also fixed rates. Variable interest rates, what it sound like, it always changes. Fixed interest rates mean it stays the same, although it could change if you negotiate or if your creditor decides that he or she wants to be fancy and decrease or increase your interest rate. Fun fact, I recently got my credit card interest rate lowered, and I had no idea that I could even do this, but kudos to me reading and just learning and soaking up all of this knowledge as it relates to credit, because honey, my interest rate was lowered. And I don't play about interest, but if it ever came to it, I know that my interest charges would be a little less steep than they would be had I not got the credit interest rate lowered. So there you have it. APR, you have fixed rates, variable rates, then you also have interest rates that vary within the same credit card depending on the transactions that you make. Cash advances, balance transfers, or regular purchases. Term number 4 is grace period. Now, the grace period is basically the amount of days you have to make your payment before you get charged a finance charge or interest rate, fees galore, all of the above. So grace period, the amount of days, it varies from creditor to creditor. I believe mine is about 28 or 29 days, but get hip to this grace period, because if you carry over that balance, your interest rate will be applied to that balance, and it just gets crazier and crazier and crazier every month, because the interest will rack up, racks on racks, and I don't mean getting money. But also know how I talked about when I took a cash advance out because my car got broken into and I needed to pay this tow truck guy and I couldn't pay him with my credit card. I had to pay him in cash. And the interest was applied right away. So that means that I don't know about your card, check your terms and agreements on your credit card, because typically the cash advances don't have a grace period. Balance transfers typically only have a short, like a 15-month window or 12-month window typically for grace periods. But other than that, your regular purchases are more than likely the balance that has a grace period. So make sure you check out the amount of days within your grace period, and also make sure that if you're taking cash advances out, you are okay with those interest rates, because 9 times out of 10, the interest rate on a cash advance is way higher than the interest rate on your card for regular purchases. Well, that's it, Wealthbabe. Make sure that you check out the first video in the credit series, What's a Credit Score? The Basics, and make sure that you like, share, comments on this video, because credit scores going up, going all the way up 2019. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.